Hi. Apologies for that. I blame the opposition manager for being, what was it, FIFA World Coach of the Year? Yeah.
Just had a drink with him,
Yeah, blame him.
Ready? Chris, you pushed the European champions hard, but because you played so well, is there an element of frustration, a big element of frustration, you've not taken something from the game?
Don't think it's a big enough word to say how much we are frustrated in terms of what we did this afternoon. Yeah, I don't want to use missed opportunities and frustration, but it certainly was. We did enough to get something out of the game. Yeah, I totally understand. Maybe Liverpool weren't at their best. I think it was the same. Was it the same team that turned out for the Champions League final minus the goalkeeper? So whether that was a little bit from our doing in terms of organisation, shape, competitive attitude of the players, support as well, because that they certainly, gave our boys a push. I'm not saying it intimidated Liverpool by any way, shape, means or form, because they're used to that. But it certainly gave our boys some extra legs and energy. But when these unbelievable sides have, slightly off days, we have to capitalise, and we didn't. Norwich did 3 weeks ago at home to Man City, 3 shots, 3 goals. We've had, I think, double that, and feel that their opportunities were through our mistakes. So we will look at that, and that is a frustrating point of the game, really, because I think if we'd have showed a little bit more quality in both boxes, we would have been talking about not only hosting the European champions here this afternoon, but beating them.
You said on Thursday that Dean Henderson would have to play well. He didn't have a lot to do, did he, before the mistake? Is he pretty down in the dressing room, and is it a learning curve for him?
I'm not right bothered, if I'm honest, and I've said this before. I'm not bothered how people feel. This is a real tough sport, and elite sport and elite football has to come from within. He knows what we think about him, and how much we respect him and rate him. But he has to find a way himself to get over disappointments, and he has done in the past, and he will do in the future. But I'm certainly not just going to put my arm round him and rub his head, as I'm not to all the players. We set a high bar. They all know what they're coming into, and there's no hiding place. There's just no hiding place, and it just absolutely amazes me when some pundits talk about, not to criticise players in the press. This game got beamed around the worldwide. Premier League gets, has so much exposure. It's unbelievable. There's no hiding place, so he has to get on with it. So I'm not rubbing his head. He'll be gutted. He'll be disappointed over this weekend. He's a good goalkeeper. He has to learn and move on from mistakes, as they all do. As they all do, and not just him. In my players, we've set an high bar. We're in to get points. We're not into for people's opinion that we're a good side and we do this and we do that. We're here to achieve, regardless of the division that we're in. And I've said that all along. I don't want us to just make up the numbers. I want us to be competitive. In terms of the shirt swapping talk that I said before, that can happen afterwards. But it's Sheffield United versus Liverpool as a Premier League fixture, and I feel today we've had a glorious golden opportunity to really put a marker down that we're in this division to compete and pick up points, and we've just let that slip through our hands.